Today we're going to be discussing one-line pitches or elevator pitches, what they are, how to make one, and why you need one. Your homestead business needs a one-line pitch. A good pitch is the absolute best way that you can take what you do and who you do it for and convey that message to random people that you run across. It's a cornerstone piece to your marketing strategy. When you have a clear pitch, you know exactly who you were looking to speak with, and in just seconds you can convey that to anyone that you meet in a memorable way. Now you're probably thinking, wait, an elevator pitch? What is this, Sales 101? But stick with me for a minute. Most businesses don't have a pitch at all, or they come up with some fuzzy version to make themselves feel better. I am the CEO of blah blah blah. Nobody wants to hear that fluff. First, that's all about you. You are not inviting the audience into your business. You are pushing a fancy job title down their throats. The other common pitch that we hear is, I am my job title, or I make a generic item. For example, oh, I make the best skincare products ever, or I am a homesteader. These are horrible examples. Great, you told me what you do or what you make. But how is that different from everyone else? You have no style there. Nothing special, and you're being forgotten because of it. To make matters worse, you can't justify, I make the best. Who's the best? How do you know? What justifies the best? That's a horrible way to pitch. So let's look at a better example and how to make your own. A great pitch doesn't focus on you or your business. Instead, it focuses on the audience and what you can do for them. There are 4 key parts to a great one-line pitch. First, the character. Who is your product and service even for? If they don't know who you work with, they're not going to know who to refer. Second, the problem. What is the main problem that they're facing? What's their pain point? What's keeping them up at night? You need to address that. Third, the plan. What is your plan to take that pain away from them? How are you going to solve it? And lastly, success. What will it look like when that pain is gone? What is success to them? How will their life be different? Let me walk you through how this process could work in your business. Now, these are just some made-up examples based on some businesses that I ran across recently. For example number 1, the character is small farm beekeepers. The problem that they're addressing is collecting frames is messy and hard to do. The plan that they are providing is an easy way to transport the frames from hive to the processing area. And the success is less mess and cleaner honey from the hives. So their pitch could be, as a beekeeper on a small farm, collecting honey from your hives has always been messy. However, our innovative tote allows you to collect frames or transport your bees without hassle, keeping your honey cleaner and your bees safer. So let's look at a second example here. So this one's character is homesteads and small farms. The problem that they have, and they're solving, is a lack of automation that's keeping those homesteaders stuck on their homestead for 24/7. The plan is an easy-to-use and install electronic controls that allow them to automate and monitor many of the key things on their homestead. And success would be the ability for them to leave without having to worry about letting out the animals or overwatering or other common homesteading chores. So their one-line pitch could be, when running your homestead, it often feels like you are on call 24/7. Everything relies on you, and when you forget something, it could easily mean disaster. Our homestead automation package allows you to easily monitor and control key aspects of your small farm, so you no longer need to worry about overwatering, unlocked gates, overheating animals, and so much more. Now, if we look at this pitch, it easily says who they're working with. It says what problem they're solving, in this case, overwatering unlocked gates and monitoring different key aspects of their homestead, how they're doing it with Homestead automation, and what the benefit is. You're not on call anymore, so you get the ability to leave your homestead and not worry about some of these things. That's a pretty good pitch. Okay, so now you've got your one-liner. But how hard is it to understand? Start by reading it out loud. I'm serious. Read it to yourself in the mirror. Was it hard to say? Was there a lot of complicated words in it? Go back and fix it. Throw out anything that's too complicated. This is not a word stuffing contest. You want it to be so clear that you could pitch it to a bunch of teenagers and they could tell you what your business does. Try your pitch out on friends and family. Keep working at it until it's easy to understand and it rolls right off the tongue. And that's what you want to have happen. You should repeat this thing so darn often that you start to dream about it. It should become second nature to you. Whenever somebody asks you what you do, you should be able to give them your pitch, no questions asked. And then you'll want to start using it everywhere. Run into people at the grocery store and ask them what they do. Chances are that they'll reciprocate and ask you what you do, and then you'll have a chance to give them your pitch. Your one-line pitch should be the basis of your marketing message. You should use it on your social media bios. You should use it on your website, your business cards, email signatures, everywhere that you can think of. Keep putting it out there. The more you use it, the further your message will travel and meet the right people. Look, while the idea behind the one-line pitch is nothing new, I can't take all the credit for teaching this. The format of this pitch style comes from a book called Building a Story Brand. It's an enjoyable book if you want to dig further into the theory behind clear messaging in your marketing efforts. And I strongly encourage you to read a copy of it. I will link to it in the description below so you can pick up your own. If you found the tip in this video helpful, give me a like. Or if you need more personalized help, head on over to rustichomesteadmarketing.com, hit Get Started, and let's talk.